Alright, so we're back with more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. This game has been my life the last couple of weeks. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've covered a lot of games over the years. I mean, almost 15 years on this website. And somehow still going. But it's rare a game does this to me where I feel so absorbed into it, I just can't get enough. Days Gone is a great comparison. The Last of Us for the first time. So many great games over the years that I've covered, and I just can't thank you enough for supporting this one to kind of push me to go all the way. So the likes, the views, and everything have meant a lot to me, especially on this series in general. I love you all for that. Let's go and get this, fam. Alright, we should be officially back. I'm going to tell you right now, this is hopefully going to be a fun video. By the way, a few updates since that last part. I didn't do much, by the way. I knew that, like, time is of the essence, so I went ahead. We got the book. We're going to go, like, turn that into Rosa. As far as my armor goes, let me actually show you everything. So, right now, I got a different set of armor for the helmet and legs. I'll show you. I went ahead and bought this, by the way. I spent a lot of groschen. That's a 5K per item, it seems like, for, like, the noble set. Just got kind of tired of this. I mean, I could put it back on, but I'll show you something here in a minute. All right, let me go to the actual leg armor. It's also, like, 5K. So, just some of the better armor I've seen in the game. And also, like, came right over here. I didn't rest. I was actually, so in the end of the last video, I was actually back at the other area. I reloaded my save and just came straight here. So I wouldn't waste any time. I'm going to turn this book into Rosa, then we'll keep it going. Oh, by the way, the helmet, I just prefer to have his face showing in cutscenes rather than it being, like, covered, which is why I actually bought it. But when you actually want to close it down, that's what it looks like. So, I like the realistic aspect of it, but it may be kind of like weird to see during like combat, I feel like. Alright, head over to B. But yeah, this series has been one of my favorites I've covered in a long time. Very long game, but I'm happy I'm kind of sticking with it because the game is very rewarding. Doesn't seem to waste your time. The side quests are also really, really unique. How should we actually get for this? I did go through the book. Somebody told me to actually like read the book. But I didn't, it didn't really, like, do anything, so I'll actually show it to you if you want to see it. So, I think it's this right here, yeah. This is all it is. Feel free to pause it if you want to, but this is the one we're actually giving to her. I believe that's it. That should be the right one, yeah. Yeah, the last video was, like, that stealth mission getting Hans out was so much fun. I wanted to, like, farm XP and, like, level up my thievery and all that, but I didn't want to waste too much time between last video and this one because I don't want, like, the quest to kind of pass me by, which I've heard this one can. Like, if you don't do this in time, it'll actually fail it, and you get, like, a game over. So, it all works out. Oh, she's right here. Just chilling.
By the way, like you were saying about that book.
My favourite book? Pray tell, did you find it?
As I wandered through the fortress, I stumbled upon von Bergov's chambers, and there it lay. Red leather, gold inlay, just as you said.
You really found it? Thank you, thank you, thank you. By the way, did you have any time to leaf through it and see what it's about?
Yes.
I read a bit of it.
What did you think?
I got a pick? Okay, well, this actually, hey, why is medium... This is kind of an odd one because, I don't know, it seems like the bottom one doesn't seem like it's worth it. The top one seems like it's going to be too difficult, obviously. This one might be the play.
The author doesn't spare anyone. I wonder if he holds anything at all sacred.
Sure he does. Courage, honour, loyalty. But others have already written enough about those. A writer is interested in what lies beneath the gilded veneer of orderliness and piety, because it's much more interesting.
Hold on. Who wrote this, then?
I did. Look, you've never thought about writing something.
Me? And what would I write?
How should I know? Poetry, a novel, a treatise, or a whole book?
I would like that. Never occurred to me. I don't have time for that.
That's a tempting notion. Who knows? In another life, I might have become a writer.
Wouldn't you want to at least give it a try?
I suppose I'm not quite sure where you're going with this.
There are still a few blank pages left, so we could finish writing it together. You and me. What do you think?
Here's the issue with this. I feel like we're doing stuff that I shouldn't be doing. You know? Because, like, the king is, like, right around here.
That sounds great.
We'll have plenty of light and privacy in my chambers. Will you escort me?
My pleasure.
How should I start?
You haven't thought of anything yet?
Now, I have many ideas, but we must contribute in equal part.
Both? Well, fine. And what should I do?
Just tell me what you'd like to read about. A tale of a man or a woman? I'll take careful notes of everything.
Let's see. I guess a tale of a woman? I don't know.
There are heaps of stories about men. So I propose one about a woman.
All right, a woman then. But I'd need to know more about her.
Such as...
Tell me one trait that is important for you. What would impress you in a girl?
All right, reputation's being gained a lot. I feel like this shouldn't... I feel like I'm overstepping, you know? Like, I wouldn't do this with one of my friends' wives, or whatever, you know what I mean? This is weird. That she's pretty, she should be clever, make her courageous.
I think above all that she should be clever.
And isn't that rather detrimental for a girl?
Dumb girls are boring, only if she's a know-it-all, only fools say that.
Only if she's too clever and thinks she knows everything.
So you're another man who thinks a woman's tongue is a useless organ.
Feel like I'm about to get some failure here. Hold on. Depends on how she uses it. Don't take it so literally.
Why do you make everything about yourself? I thought you wanted to write, not quarrel.
Very well. Forgive me. But it wouldn't hurt to choose your words a bit more carefully. But if the lady in our story is clever, should she employ her wits for good or evil?
Good intent for sure, right?
I'm for good intentions. If we come up with an interesting woman, it would be a shame to write her as evil.
I agree. Too bad it's only on paper. I'd like to meet our lady in the flesh. Well, just about finished.
Well, let's have a look.
Not yet. Something's missing.
What?
A picture. I don't trust myself with proper illumination, but I think I can handle a sketch. Especially if you'll be my model.
What? And what on earth do I have to do?
Imagine a beautiful lady is standing before you and you are courting her. What would you do?
I'd rather keep what I do to myself. But how about something like this?
Look how quiet it is.
Well, now we're done.
Finally. I'm sore all over.
Your suffering is over. Come take a look at what we've done. Your reward.
All right, game saved. Let's take a look. Let's get to the part where she starts, I guess. Nice. Good illustration. So now what?
So what about that story of ours? Tell me your impressions.
Well, I can tell that you wrote it. I expected something better.
It was pretty obvious that you wrote it.
Really? And in what way?
Well, I'm not sure. I've known you for a while now, and it just seems like you're telling the story.
I'm not that good a storyteller in person. And don't forget, it's your work too. And what about the sketch? For such a slapdash job, it's not bad, right?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Oh, it's pretty, really. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
I know I'm no master illuminator, but otherwise, I think we can be quite satisfied. And thank you for the help. I really enjoyed it.
Well, so did I.
Okay, this is where I thought I was going. I had a feeling, right? We can't be doing this. Stop by again someday. I must go now.
I'd like to see you again sometime. Would you mind if I stop by?
Please do. I'll be glad. It will certainly be enlightening for both of us.
Alright, scholarship increased. I just feel like being up here... I don't know. This seems like a bad idea. But at the same time, everybody's cool here. So I kind of like the mix and match of this armor set. So like the helmet and legs, I want to get the full set right now. After I get enough groschen, that is. But yeah, I kind of like having like the other outfit still kind of there. For now, at least. Alright, next quest should be right in front of us, I believe. Hold on, where's it at? This says, find out. Let me actually read it. Hold on. Infiltrate the city council. What's this going to be?
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God, people.
Yeah, I'm kind of like learning a lot more about if a character says be somewhere, I'm not going to go like do anything other than like that one thing. I really like came straight here, hit the bathtub, I think, just to like, because I think it like rests you all the way actually. Can I go in here? Man, this game is fantastic. The worst part is, once it ends, I'm gonna be so sad, right? Hold on. There he is.
Glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again? I'll call the guards.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Well, call it what you like. I need to get into the city council assembly. And I reckon you can help me.
The assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
Not my king. I like to see the king. I guess the bottom one?
Surely you wouldn't deny me a chance to meet the king.
Don't try that on me. This is connected with Ruthard, isn't it? And tell the truth.
Well, from the council, I want to present myself to high society. None of your business.
I want to know what Sigismund tells the council. I hear it'll be important.
You want to spy? Do you know what you're risking? And what I'd be risking? Forget it.
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me. And that will be the end of our business together.
Dill, man, both of these are hard. Probably sure what to do here, because it feels like they're all about the same. I'm just going to go with Dill, probably. I already like that I can see his face during cutscenes already. Makes me so much happier.
All right. That seems like a fair deal.
You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. My cook's son will be serving there. He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him. Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
What is his name, yeah?
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. He's an idler and a boozer, but he's proved his worth as a waiter. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve in the council. Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal waiter.
Excuse me?
Do you think you can serve the king in a torn shirt and muddy hose?
Well, no. But I never heard about any livery before.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't even show up there without it.
Where can I find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that Tin Hen.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is Zum Eisernen Adler.
You know, I've got a message about they're happy I'm covering this series, or this game in general, I mean, because, like, not a lot of other people are actually playing it, which I feel like that's a damn shame, because this game is a masterpiece, at least right now it is.
What would work on him? How can I persuade him to give me his job?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the assembly. Now do your part.
I'll be going then. See you at the council.
Just make sure we both come out of it alive.
We got reputation lost with that. All right, obtain the king's winter certificate and the clothes. How far away is this? Oh, it's all over here. I could, like, save time and just... Hold on. Really, I can't. I guess I have to actually be out of this. We can just run there. It's fine. I don't want to be, like, that lazy, you know? So I have the other outfit I could put on, but I know that, like, this is going to be probably, like, a specialized thing for the mission.
Good day.
Good day to you, too. I'm enjoying this game more than I thought I ever would. I know, like, said that many, many times, but it's just rare a game pulls me in this way. Like, I've played some games, and I'm kind of like, after 30 hours, I'm like, please let's just get to the conclusion. You know, this game, I don't feel like any of that. What I may do is save it here and there throughout this mission because we got to do all this before something happens. It's technically like the same day as like the end of the last video. I didn't go to sleep or anything. I did like the bath thing. It actually rested me back to 100 bed. And yeah, pretty much it.
Greetings.
Hold on, did we just go around this way? Yeah, we do. I think the next thing I want to upgrade, I want to get the other 2 pieces of armor, but for right now I'm happy with what I currently have, but I want to get a better weapon or upgrade the one I currently have, which I heard that you shouldn't upgrade it yet, so I'm kind of like holding off on it right now. I may buy another one and just like upgrade that one. Hold on, what's this say? Tailor, can I zoom in? Okay, it's a search area.
Last chance. Fine wares.
Hold on. Let me actually read everything because this isn't really helping me. It says I've got enough time before the council can... Okay, yeah, I don't want to spend too much time still. Yeah, it seems like just go there and get the 2 items. I mean, there's a tailor like right next to us.
Oh, bread rolls.
Trader, I think that... Hold on, the tailor symbol, it's weird. It's like in a search area, but it's like back there. But the icon's this way.
God bless you.
Let me go back on this other side. The only thing is the tailor... Hold on. You gotta be kidding. Person's not here. That's just 2 different tailors I'm not knowing about. Like, let's just go get the C icon done. Yeah, it's weird. Like, certain quests will have like a search area, like where it just like made that little noise. The issue is, it's not always like exact, you know?
Ribbons of all colors.
Well,
Greetings. I'd like to...
Surely you can wait a while. I have a customer here. Here you are. The finest fabric. Intricate work. You won't find the likes anywhere else in this town.
No more than I'd expect after the amount they cost. Thanks. I'll gladly recommend you if anyone asks. And you impatient fella, what was it you wanted?
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am. And who might you be?
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to serve at the City Council Assembly.
I am. What's it to you?
It's like some flickering happening whenever it shows the other guy for some reason. I could do a better job, I'll do the job.
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly, and I'll do all the work for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pitchers so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
All right, medium, I have important news for the king. How much do you want? I'm tempted to try this one, but if I fail, then what happens, you know? I mean, it's medium. What do I do here? I'm gonna try the top one and see if I can save a little money here.
I just have to get in there, understand? I have an important message for the king about a plot against him.
But why would you want to get to him as a waiter?
But it could be that someone from the council is mixed up in it, so I have to be incognito. See?
I see. All right, then. To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
No. I don't know. I'm gonna say no, because I really don't.
Well, to tell the truth, I'm not exactly an expert.
You're off to a great start, but whatever. If you make a mess of it and the king has you whipped, you've no one to blame but yourself. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you, and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. Here it is. I look like a prick in it. Hopefully it'll sit better on you. The main thing is, don't lose it before the assembly, or get it covered in shit.
Thanks. I won't disgrace you, I promise.
You better not.
All right, we got it. So the issue was it showed like the icon down here because the tailor's actually right there. But we came up here and there's like a tailor right here, but I guess he's selling... Let me see what he has.
Show me your wares.
Let's just see what he actually has for sale here. It's like the same old stuff. All right. Knight's pouch. I think there's only 3 slots. Yeah, I've only got one that... I think I have one that has 4, actually, so... All right, selling. Can I sell anything? I think I've already sold everything. I think I'm good. How far away is the E? Let's see. It's right. Report for duty. I gotta put this outfit on, though. Let's go ahead and change. I'm gonna... Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna keep this as, like, my main thing. And then this is, like, my stylish, I guess, charismatic type thing. And this right here is gonna be for this. Using all 3. Problem is I actually gotta put on other stuff as well, like the shoes. I don't think the other things actually matter. Noble gloves, should I do that as well? I love that you can stack everything. I feel like I need, like, different colored gloves for this, but I think this is, like, whatever. Noble pouch, we'll also put that on there as well. I believe we're good. Yeah, everything else is kind of too much, I feel like. I'm assuming this will be okay, but I really don't know. Yeah, I don't even want to put on, like, my sword or anything yet. As far as the pouch goes, I could actually... I think I'm good. What is my stats with this? Charisma's only 14? My speed is 28, though. I'm about to be sprinting. All right, report for duty right in front of us. It looks like you can either go through the side... Oh, right here. Let me save my game, because it's been a little bit... Saved a lot in that last video, for sure.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming. What's wrong with him?
He's sick, he's hurt, he's drunk, he's praying in the church, he's in the baths. That's not a good one. I feel like drunk, hurt, sick. I'm gonna say he's sick.
He got poisoned. Probably from food. He's writhing in agony. By turns praying and cursing, spewing from both ends.
Oh, that's enough. All right. At least you're here.
We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on.
So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here it is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. It's a good thing you've got no steel on you. You need to be light on your feet to run around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Happy to learn, yeah.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokai or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarzhitz stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
I'm gonna say this right here.
To stay in the background and keep quiet until someone asks me something.
Correct. The councillors have a lot to discuss, and they certainly don't need any interruptions. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
Absolutely. I'm a waiter, after all. Not some street gossip monger.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder. Not just anyone can serve the King of Hungary, but you'll manage it. Right?
Wait for the city council to convene. Sit in a moment. Yeah, it's fine.
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
The city reserves are in urgent need of new weapons.
There are the pictures of wine.
Our current Waffen arsenal
Hopefully
is a
I won't
joke.
splash
And
anyone's
on
shoes.
top of that, the army was requisitioning from it. Should
Boy,
the town
I'd like to
reserve
wait.
have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I
I'm
apologize,
saying
sir.
that the bandits who
Which
freed
wine?
Hinnick,
Tokai.
the Dry Devil,
That's the
used
white.
that thing. That Hackenbücher.
All right, here we go.
Hand cannon. Can you believe it?
This is sick.
Where did they get them?
Good,
You're
sir.
the one who should know where they got them. Since you're a gunsmith.
Thank you. What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not
Waiter,
realize
get me
what
white.
Schwierigkeiten this is.
Oh, this is a guy we're not supposed to actually serve. Hold on. I'm forbidden, yeah.
That's
not a good idea, sir.
This is unbelievable.
We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
And who is it you want to fight, exactly? The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Tokai,
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest
apologize, sir.
silver heap in the kingdom.
Which wine?
And
Tokai,
we're supposed
white.
to defend it with troops?
You're right,
So many people are like talking. I'm just trying to like hear them.
For better equipment.
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more
Sir?
than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory.
Well,
And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes?
The king fears that this town will rise against him.
He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council
Waiter,
on the
get me
cleanliness
white.
of the city and the state of the public
I'd
baths.
like to oblige, but
Baths or
I'm not allowed.
brothels?
This is unbelievable.
Isn't it the same thing?
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should be.
Waiter!
The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with it, understood?
Certainly. And
All right,
they can get leeches
confiscated
there for free
goblets.
as well.
Let's follow the icon really
While
quick.
he's there, a man can shave and take a you-know-what.
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you
Stolen
forgotten
cup.
The Black Death?
Here we go. Found
A
it.
great many
Nice.
people died needlessly.
Whose silver might this
Are
be?
you questioning God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths, unless the Lord wishes.
Anything
to
else I can
punish
take?
the
What is this?
wickedness that's going on in there.
Pick up.
Keeping the city clean is important,
All right, here we go.
but we don't have money to spare. Arguing about who is going to wash where and how.
So, did you find it?
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
Do you ever walk the streets here? Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up.
What nonsense! Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know,
Waiter,
Gunslin
pour me
absolutely
red wine.
hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
I'm speaking about the
Monastery
Rutard
wine.
incident.
Here.
You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just
Well,
a small
thank the
misunderstanding. We've sorted it out.
Somebody else needed red. Where are they at?
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides,
Waiter,
if his men
pour me
attacked
red
yours,
wine.
as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
Sir?
I don't like Rutard, true, but in this case it
Thank you,
really was
waiter.
nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped
I couldn't tell
about
who was
it.
actually speaking for a second.
I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated.
You there,
I don't
lad.
think
A
Rutard
cup
will
of bread.
cause any trouble.
And don't you
He
skimp
is
on me.
sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do
Sir?
something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Well, thank the Lord.
Unless he puts an
All right,
end
so far
to
so
us
good.
first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, The rabble in the
I'd
city
like
will go
some
wild
monastery
and do whatever they want.
Refill my
I
cup,
suspect
boy.
The gentleman from the city's sword
This guy.
fighting school brought this custom to us. That German, Menhard, is just hanging around the market looking for trouble.
Undercover. I like that.
Don't hang around me. Vanish, like
you
you've
hear me?
never been in a fight.
I hear you.
yourself. And to accuse a swordsmaster without a shred of proof.
Boy,
We're not some old
come here for a
fishwives in the
moment.
marketplace.
So you will just leave it be?
Proven offences are punished by the bailiff. And that's
Refill,
that.
sir.
Do you think I
There
come
are
to the
more
council
pressing
just to
matters
guzzle
to deal
wine?
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
Town is already laughing at us. All day
Oh, that's the gloves I might have already picked up. I just realized that.
All right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But why?
Because I'm bored, and because I told you. Get on with it.
Everyone who complains over
Let me save the game. Oh, you can't. Never mind. Just kidding.
I'd soon be out of customers.
I have the gloves, but...
hell with it. We'll never get anywhere like this. Why waste our time?
This is gonna be kind of tough. Let me just, like, talk to him and see what I can do really quick.
So, let's see what you've got for me.
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
I don't know. 24, I guess?
I counted 24, sir.
And you counted correct. Good. Here you are, so you can have a bit of fun in the evening too, eh?
I totally just guessed that. I didn't have time because I was worried about someone else, like, wanting wine, but I was kind of, like, skimming through. And then you also had, like, this stuff, but... I thought 16 for a minute, but I could be wrong.
It's just a village with
Hey,
a monastery.
waiter.
And they are going to
Pour me
make a
some
oil
monastery
mining city.
wine.
Why can't we build faster?
Alright, red wine, let's see.
Craftsmen start with night shifts.
Haven't you noticed there's a war going on? Are the experts from far off supposed to work in a city
Sorry.
under siege? Besides, I get the
So
feeling
far,
that
everything is
something
good.
other
The fact
than
that the
welfare of
gloves
the
didn't
city
say
behind
still is
your
why I already
complaints.
picked them up, so it's kind of cool.
Do you? And what would that be?
Like, for instance, that you'd like to have your own altar there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen.
Why? I'd like
That
some white.
space in the side nave is mine.
Then
Somebody
hell
needs
freezes
white, hold
over,
on.
my friend. Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha!
Sorry.
I think not.
They are going through some wine. I just
Wanted
poured it
to
all
buy
over the cup.
yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have,
Boy, I'd like
they
some
would
white.
be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Hopbrink.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Ne'er-do-wells.
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this is news to me.
The voice sounded so much
Thank you.
closer when I
Sorted out.
first heard it. Alright.
Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all
The
out.
fact that you could miss
I
this
guess
quest is
I had
crazy.
forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
I'm telling you, something is being planned.
Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Azonal Gyuchek Össe, Elegiop Tetonaikat, Ishkelkinek Utra.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Like this banner falls!
Come now, Father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject.
Alright, so we're actually playing as Godwin now. Interesting.
Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they keep him mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try. Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Alright, so now we're playing as Godwin officially. Let me just read everything really quick. So the King's Gambit, same mission. You could tell, like, Henry being that close to that guy, it was, like, tripping him out, kinda. He's very, like, timid, but he also didn't have his armor. I'm sure we'll kill that guy later on in the game, if I take a wild guess.
Good day to you. God be with you. Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than gaining a few groschen. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzik Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. But we did not get off to a very good start.
Or maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry, and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Copula, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Good health, I'd better not drink. Why not?
Good health.
L'chaim.
Alright, enhanced mixture. Hold on. So does he have his own... Oh, he does have his own stats. Alright. His stamina. Okay. Health, energy, yeah, we're good there. What is next? Let's see.
Warring is no solution. Even that
I can't go through there.
What's his name?
Excuse me.
I'm glad to finally accept
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin. A friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
Not looking for friends. I'm gonna just say the pleasure's all mine, because this guy was, like, locked up with Hans, essentially.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
Here's the thing I have, yeah. Like, the beginning of the game was actually a battle. Plus, I'm sure he did a lot in the first game, too.
You're quite mistaken, Monsieur Baron. I have.
Ah, je suis désolé. This Bohemia is a strange land. I have seen farmhands, children, and even women fighting. But the clergy? Sainte Mère, do tell me about it. No doubt you fought on the side of truth and honor.
I'm gonna say the middle one?
The last time was at Nabokov. And I'd be happy not to have to repeat it.
Ah, indeed. I have heard it was a very unequal fight.
That's a fact. No one was expecting von Bergau to turn up with that diabolical invention.
Diabolical, perhaps. But in my opinion, it shall be the future of warfare. Perhaps one day the generals will sit back drinking wine, while such devices shall wage war for them.
Do you reckon the defense of Kuttenberg would have gone better if you had them? Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
You say you're a poet. How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess. Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health. And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here? I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of... That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that? I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering. Is that so? Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you. As it happens, I've got nothing better to do anyway. Excellent. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain... shortcomings? That's a weak word. And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that. Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace. We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army. When Sigismund sees that, he'll be off to Hungary all the sooner. At a gallop. Exactly. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves. But he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield. But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace. And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction. Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst? More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
Alright, why are you doing all this? A lot of dialogue. I'm just kind of like chilling out watching everything. Let's see.
Why are you doing all this anyway? Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne. You've got an interesting way of approaching things. You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment. I'll help you. What exactly should I do? I'll give you 3 names. Botschek of Kunstadt, Hamann Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
I mean... yeah, let's go and ask more about him.
Tell me a bit more about those people, so I know who I'm dealing with. Certainly. Who do you want to start with? Botschek of Kunstadt. I know the name, but I can't quite place him. That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play the big game, because he doesn't like to take risks. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of oxen will hold him back. Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor? He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his days in the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him. Anna of Waldstein. The widow of that rich mine owner. What was his name? Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot. I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of a male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums,
And she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her, and that it was thanks to her that he died, too.
What if it doesn't work?
I refuse to even consider that outcome, because it would mean slow but certain defeat for all of us.
All right, here we go.
I'll get on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
So we basically gotta get, I guess, all 3 people on our side.
Success to our plans.
All right, so far so good. Are all of them right here? Your bed. I can't like see the other icon. I'm assuming the first one's like right here. Hold on. Okay, so inn is just below us. Got you.
Not even. I'd like to check your horses out and see if they're as good as you say.
Pah, even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, well. We have a new guest. I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Alder.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize. I'll talk to you later.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then. What are you doing here?
Let's see. Let's save the argument for later. It's none of your business.
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Is this a joke?
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopry to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sassau. But he took his boozing and along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
You're exaggerating as always. If I had a choice, yeah.
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Alder.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
Sure.
I'm not happy about it, but I accept. This isn't how I imagined my first meeting with my brother.
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter.
Let's go, baby.
It's an honorable duel.
What you got for me?
Man.
Come on.
Stay back. Not bad for it.
Haven't done combat in a minute. Been doing lots of other like dialogue stuff. What you got for me?
Swing with your whole arm,
who told you that?
Not just your wrist.
One more time.
What the?
You don't know which end of that thing is up.
Come on, buddy. What you got? You going left or right?
Cover your right side. You've got a gap there I can drive a cart through. What's wrong with your legs?
Too easy.
Shit.
Look in my eyes, not at my sword. Stand firm. Otherwise, the first strike will put you
I gotta
on
kill
your
this guy for real?
arse. You can't take me.
We'll see about that. Hey, who talk? Enough. That will do. My God, where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. That you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
And still no luck. He's always been like that.
And no luck again, eh? When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days? He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder.
Need to get him on our side. Yep.
I've got to get him on our side and to cooperate with us.
Aren't we all on the same side?
Maybe everyone's saying that. But it's time to put it into action.
After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me. And tell me what it's all about.
All right, then. You've heard Job's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a brother.
All right, we got that part done. We got the support. Very nice. What is next? Says in. Hold on. Let me put my sword up. Hold on, how do I... Where's the actual icon at? Let me just zoom in a little bit. It's like all the way in there, but I guess I gotta go like in here first to go down. Oh no, it's still to keep going up. Hold on.
Going?
Don't mind me, buddy. Well, this is weird. I guess it's like the second floor. Not it's saying to go up.
Why we mustn't push too hard.
Here we go.
Sir Botschek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Jobst comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
How can I convince you?
How can I persuade you?
I need guarantees of security. I don't want to end up like Rutard.
Of course. Once it comes to protecting property, ideals go out the window.
You can talk, since you haven't got a pot to piss in yourself. If you were in my position, you'd think differently. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund?
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
He's unmarried. What about me? I mean, I feel like we're kind of older, right? Let's try Lord Capon.
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
He's young but not inexperienced. He wants to marry an old man. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, right?
Maybe you're right. I reckon he's not ready for marriage yet.
No man of any age ever is. But it's especially true for young rascals like that one. On the other hand, the Lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on, despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon. If he agrees, we can celebrate our alliance.
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
All right, well, it keeps branching out. Hold on, this says... Yeah, right out here, okay.
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
That's kind of funny. All right, Lord Capon is going to get married, yeah.
Young Lord Capon is going to get married.
If he's got some impoverished noble's daughter pregnant, I'll have his hide. I'm not going to support some bastard.
You misunderstood my meaning. I was the one who arranged the betrothal. I mean, with your blessing.
You arranged a marriage for my ward? Just like that? With who?
With the niece of Sir Botschek, Lord of Kunstadt. Her name's Yitka.
Botschek of Kunstadt? The Botschek of Kunstadt? Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Ratte parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
Cheers, I must decline. I've been saying cheers a lot. Keep it going.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. And to your parlaying skills.
All right. What's my current... Hold on. What kind of buffs we got? Overeating, drunkenness. What does it actually say? Positive phase, negative phase. Okay. What are these other ones? Alcohol gives you strength. Your unarmed skill is increased. Interesting. All right.
Sir Botschek, your niece Yitka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstadt.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
Oh, no.
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yitka and the unhappy Lord Capon.
Here's to a good bargain.
Like how Godwin's getting just like tore up right now. Just drinking after every occasion. What is next? Hold on. Get the support from Anna. Okay. Where's the actual icon at? Well, this is strange. Does it even show anything on the map? Let me zoom in. No. Where would she be at? Is she up here, maybe? I guess I'll just go up to all the ladies. Poor Hans. He doesn't even know what's actually happening. Maybe her? Nope. We'll go like floor to floor. I guess we'll start here. No more females, except her, I guess. Oh, it is her.
God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom. You're well informed.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
You know what's crazy? This entire episode that I'm recording just feels almost like I'm watching a movie, you know? Or a TV show, really.
You manage large estates. In return for your generosity, we offer you protection.
I've managed quite well up to now, taking care of my own resources. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Hans Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
You have powerful enemies. What do the documents say?
And these papers I'm supposed to switch, what do they concern?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain undesirable parties.
You were dealing with the enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear, but I'll rest easier when those papers are in my hands.
Have you fallen out with the Town Councillor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Botschek are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
I'm supposed to rob an ally.
Hans Alder was given the documents to deliver to the council. He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them, so he won't even notice the difference.
And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse suspicion.
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give it a try.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and put these there instead. But watch yourself. Odorim's groom has eyes everywhere.
We got like a little stealth mission and do some forgery, alright. Can I save it before attempting? Whatever. Yeah, let me save it before attempting anything crazy. Does that actually use, like, my inventory or his? I haven't actually looked to see what he actually has food-wise. Or maybe he had one of those, I guess. Alright.
What brings you here? My goodness, friend. You're completely sloshed.
A bit boring, isn't it? I mean, I got hammered. What am I supposed to do, right?
Aren't you a bit bored?
What's your problem? The horses are fed and watered. I'm not idle.
God forbid. But standing around here must be a pain in the arse, no? You might get thirsty.
Not really. What of it?
Very hard? Hold on, what does this say? I'll get something from the shed. Oh, man. Game of dice, yeah. I gotta try it, right?
Shall we roll some dice? I'm sure you can take a little breather, eh?
Well, all right. But just for a little while. I'll wait at the table over there.
Oh, so he's gonna, like, go the... Wait. He didn't move. There he goes. So can I just go in there now? This feels like a trap. I'm going. All right. Switch papers. Here we go. Thing is, even if I was to... Hold on, let me... Let's try it again. Alright, so far this quest has been pretty cool. It's like, I don't know, you're playing as Henry, serving people, getting the outfit, the disguise. This feels like a very just build-up type mission, you know? Godwin's now hammered, you know?
I've got those papers from Alder for you.
Quiet! You don't have to announce it to everyone.
My lady, with all the clamor going on here, I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Thank you, noble lady. God will...
Yes, quite. But let's drink to our bargain, Godwin.
Yeah, I've already had too much. Whatever.
How could I refuse a toast with such a fine lady? To your health, Lady Anna.
And to the success of our efforts.
Kind of worried about being hammered. Do I have anything I can actually, like, take away some of this? If I use both of these, does it just, like, does it stack, I wonder?
I'm still hoping it works out and we walk out of here with a clear plan.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Botschek of Kunstadt will support our cause.
Both of them? Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you'll excuse me, my lords?
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes! Yeah. And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere, point them to the Jewish quarter, and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wenceslas' side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Markvart, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shits! Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to...
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore place the city council under the authority of Sir Markvart von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Markvart von Aulitz now. No one else. The council is dismissed. You... don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Markvart.
Very tense area. All right.
And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you are harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm.
Hopefully it won't red wine, because here I go.
Pour us a monastic wine. The monks...
Oh, okay, he said that one. That's actually perfect.
We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities. And get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Markvart.
Kind of treat this like a cutscene where I don't talk a lot, because they're definitely talking.
And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in the land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, Your Majesty.
What if we want some more?
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Godwin and Brabant and his men set out for Raposh. Alder won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Oderin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosh will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine.
No, we shall have white.
He wants white now, okay.
White it is. Quickly.
I'm trying.
Others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
Need be. We could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
To victory, yeah.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
What are you doing?
Alright, the feast has been started. My character, Godwin, is absolutely blurry, alright?
I could not fuck with it. The sausages were also delicious. And when those two go...
What's the actual quest say? Hold on. It's a brand new quest called The Feast. Alright, celebrate with the guests. I think I'm good there. Let's just go straight to the B icon.
You in need of something, my well-oiled friend?
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. As they say, all's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows.
Touching.
Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
I never had one.
Truly? Not even a little?
Not a bit. I'm just a cynical old pragmatist.
In that case, in quite simple and pragmatic terms, the wine has run out.
Fuck. I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread after all that gabbing.
Well, get something wet for us then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, He can't make it as far as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop. Your father surely has something better stored away. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and his closest friends, and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find one of those pictures for us, eh? I'm sure you can manage that.
You can bet on it. I've got a nose for booze.
I don't doubt it. Get sniffing quick.
All right. Currently hammered right now. Can't do much about it. Already got the other thing almost gone, actually. Hold on. Let's wait for it to actually pass, and then I'll pop the other one. Helps like the hangover a little bit. All right, inventory. Let me read all these. Bread, beer. Let's see what else we got. Schnapps. What's that actually do? Burn away all physical and mental. Let me actually just try that. And then this one right here says heals 15 health over 1 minute and hangover passes 50% faster. I think we are good. Gotta find a jug of wine. What is this?
And then you
There's
will
wine
wake
here.
up in a ditch somewhere.
Not a jug though.
Rich bride and a fat dowry is going to take the...
What else we got? Food. More wine. So these won't actually count. It's gotta be a jug of wine. What does the map show? So everything else on B is just optional. Guess we go out there. We can just like go down from floor to floor. Hold on. One thing I know is... Wait, does this actually count? Pour? Really, I can't actually fill the cups up already picked up?
They'll all need it in the morning.
Everybody's burping. That's crazy. Anything in here? Wish it wasn't so blurry. Sorry. Where's the cook? Let's just check. What about down here? Is it trespassing? Nothing. Let me get my torch out just in case. Milk? No, thank you. It's like nothing. Oh, these look like the things Henry was serving. Wait, it says take the red? I just saw it. I just saw the icon pop up. Like I could take that. No, I can't. Wait, why? I just saw like an option to like take the red. It's so strange. Like, why did it go away? Wait a minute. Approach it from like this angle? The front? Yeah, right there.
The red will be good.
All right, we got one of them. Hopefully red is the right answer. I don't know.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rudhart. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you feed it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of your fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration, you old fox.
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
That's crazy.
Jesus! The surviving Christopher can't make it on his own. Bad luck.
No, you don't, buddy. We got one. We got two.
Now you're mine.
What you got? Bring it on. That was so unexpected. I'm getting rinsed. Oh, I'm dead. How many bandages?
Your face!
Show what you're made of!
Just happy I'm not drunk anymore. That's crazy. Okay, do I have my other loadout? I do. Make sure everything's actually equipped. I need to replace this right here. Actually, can I just wear the other one? It's like it's worth more, but whatever. All right, everything else should be fine. All right, let's go. Go! This is crazy. Like, what a story, right? Defeat the attackers.
Nicely.
Whoa. Get off!
Oh. Victory awaits! There's more of them!
How's it going? Definitely getting a better sword after I have like a free moment, you know?
Show you.
Oh, we got one of them.
Show what you're made of!
No shield! What you got? Taking all the stuff. Bring it on, let's go.
Taste my steel! Stand! For glory and carnage, die! Show what you're made of! Burn in hell! Come on, man!
Nice!
That was a close shave.
A little too close. Fuck me. Do my eyes deceive me? Henry!
Godwin!
How did you get...
Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are, some aren't.
They captured Oder and Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Conrad of Vector away too.
They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
Where did they go? What's the matter, Godwin? I tried to warn you.
Where did they go? Back to Rattay?
They've got to raise an army for us. And I hope they fucking hurry.
So we have a plan to counter Sigismund?
More of a promise than a plan.
But, as you can see, our allies are getting scarce. We should lay low until Jobst gets back.
I'll gladly play dead for a while. Be so kind. And don't speak of the dead.
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein. She didn't stand a chance against those butchers. May she rest in peace.
She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And they almost killed my brother.
But only almost. Good work.
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, fortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it. For nothing.
Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally, the same as Rutard and Botschek.
Oh, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botschek's a money-grabbing magpie. But I wouldn't give up on the fucker either.
We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where von Berghout took them.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Bergov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
Markvart bragged about it to Sigismund, and Sigismund promised to make him Lord of Rabors in return.
When he sees what von Berghout did with it, he'll shit himself.
You find that funny? Do you like watching those foreigner dogs rampaging around and slaughtering innocents? Who else has to die before we do something about it?
Tell us about it. We were neck deep in corpses before you bothered to turn up.
Well, not you.
Fuck you, Jan. I'd trade places with you in a heartbeat, trust me.
We've lost a lot of allies. We'll have trouble finding new ones. They'll be afraid to even peep against Sigismund.
Well, are you surprised? Look around. Sigismund showed everyone what's coming for all who resist him.
You want to give up? What can we do now?
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey... Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot.
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too.
Anyway, we've got work to do. Godwin?
Give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher first. Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up, I want to know about it.
What have they done?
Hold on, everybody's right here, right? Yeah, okay. Just making sure. There's Hans, Godwin.
The best thing we can do is to keep doing our work.
Hold on.
Good to see you both. Alive.
Oh, come on. You know I've walked out of much worse scrapes laughing.
They could well have killed us all. If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Berkhoff could have caused a lot more harm.
Surprised even the king.
Even a man like you can't know everything. At least you're all alive.
Well, not all of us. They killed Lady Anna of Waldstein and many other nobles. It was slaughter.
And they captured our closest and most influential allies. Without them, we can hardly get the burghers on our side. We're stuck.
That's crazy they killed that Anna girl, because it's like, we just helped her, as Godwin, I think.
We'll figure out a way to help them.
But how? Our plans are ruined.
Get a grip. Whining doesn't help anyone.
You're right. When I drink too much wine, I get overwhelmed with self-pity. Nevertheless, I have to admit it can't get much worse.
Actually, it might. And very soon. At Sigismund's council, An order was given to ransack the Jewish quarter.
God's wounds! We need to get back to the city and warn them. I'm going with you. Out of the question. Do you want to end up imprisoned again? You'll be more useful if you stay here and help Shishka. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel. I'll try to get someone else to join.
Man, this is a crazy set of events, you know? The fact that you can loot everybody. Wait, it's an attacker. What they got? Some of that. Walnuts. Man, look at the price. I'm gonna, hold on. I'm about to go through my inventory really quick. I know this is like kind of a weird time to look at all this, but get these torches as well. Yeah, let me drop some stuff that's like not really worth a lot. I picked up some stuff on the outside. I'll drop. I can move some things to my horse too. Let me do that. My horse. Let's see. That one. Let me actually move this as well. Actually, I'm going to keep it on me just in case I want to switch back and forth. I don't want to like overburden the horse, but I could definitely use some more money after I spent all that groschen on the, hold on, is this better? No, it's not. Okay. It's crazy how much you can actually like move over to the horse. I'm gonna like loot everybody. For money, let's see. Anything worth like a ton. Maybe not a ton, just like these things, maybe the weapon as well. It's almost like a money farm, kind of. Look at this one, ravens. What is this? Beak? All right. 900. All right. 700, 900. Take that as well. Bandages, that, walnuts, give me everything. Sorry, this has to be done.
What have they done that the Lord is punishing them like this? God's punishment or not, they brought it upon themselves. Botschek.
Wonder how many people actually do this.
Well, you know.
Don't mind me just taking everything that's like of decent value. 400, I gotta get these, right? There's so many bodies. It's crazy. I was like, here's what's funny. Okay, these gauntlets are massively higher than I thought they would be. All right. Out there when I was fighting, I was actually, what in the world? I was trying to actually get, I was actually trying to get their loot before like the cutscene happened. I think we're good there. Knight's Axe, don't mind if I do. 500, gimme. I feel like I'm wasting time, but it's the name of the game right now. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I'm actually amazed that like you can just take all their stuff like that. Poor horse. There's so many. It's insane. Look at these. It's a loud water thing. What was that? This had to happen, right? I can't just leave here without just picking this stuff up. Let's see. Dried apple. Take that as well. We're almost capped out. I'm going to just like leave the other few. I don't really feel like I want to overdo it. Although, it is tempting. 2,000? My goodness. Alright. Get as much stuff as I can, and then I think we're probably fine. Look at this. This is like better than what I currently have. What? 600. Oh, yeah. Here for one reason, buddy. Sorry about that. Someone actually asked, like, how do you sell stuff like really high price? Like, because most of the vendors back in that main area only have like maybe 800 at the most. Is that what I've actually seen? What you do is you try to buy something and then you kind of use it towards that, so it's like it evens out, kind of. All right, a few more bodies and we should be good. Yeah, I can't pass this up, right? That's insane. Saves me from having to, like, do so much. If nobody else wants to take this stuff, I'll do it. I actually have some groschen. Hold on. Ring. Good there. I pretty much got everything that's worthwhile. I mean, all this other stuff I can actually sell, like, in my spare time. I'm not going to do it in the video, but I'm going to move some of this to my horse and just keep it moving. Yeah. This longsword is actually better than what I currently have. I may just put that on. For now. We'll actually move this to the horse. I'm going to move as much stuff as I possibly can. Don't need those right now. Torches are fine. It's amazing, like, how much this actually goes for. Alright. Horse can't carry anymore, so what I'll do is start dropping the lower end stuff like this. Man, it's tough. It's like, what do I do here? Let's just start dropping a few things. Whatever. I can get money later on. It's crazy how much this stuff weighs as well. Kind of easy to pick, like, whatever's, like, super low value. That's what I get rid of. There's a few other things up top. Hold on. Sorry for boring you with all this. I just saw an opportunity and thought, why not? Alright, we're good. We should be good now. It is very tempting. Take some of that. Take the walnuts. Let me actually save my game. It's been a minute. All that looting I just did definitely is gonna take up a little time, but it's all good.
You did.
Sam, I need to have a word with you.
Uh-huh. That makes two of us.
Just tell him. You may not get another chance.
I talked to Godwin. He said you know each other?
What did you talk about? Me?
We talked about your stepfather, Martin.
Why? Neither of you knew him.
It's true, I did not. But I tried many times. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? I recognized the Master's symbol engraved there. Well, the thing is, I am Martin's son.
What? Pa's son? How did...
Yes, his son. That is, his bastard son.
Are you sure? Why are you telling me this?
Why are you even telling me this?
I thought you would want to know. Martin was raising you instead of being with Mother. And me.
I know what it's like. My real father rejected me too. I learned the truth only after Pa's death.
You know, all my life, I thought if I did not give a shit about that man, it would be easier. But now that I know I will never see him, it troubles me that I did not get to know him.
I can tell you about him if you want. But now is not the right time. This is not the end. We have to go to Kuttenberg, now. Sigismund ordered confiscation of the property of people in the Jewish quarter.
The king has approved Xere.
He's no king to me. He's a fucking...
What's a Gezerah?
That is hard to explain.
Nonsense. It is as clear as day. Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent and often defenseless. Ransack their houses and divide the loot. And all that with the king's blessing.
This is what we were afraid of. But we did not expect Sigismund to be in such a hurry. We need to get back into the city and get the people out, quick, before it begins. Will you come with us, Henry? Every man counts.
I'll come. And Liechtenstein already knows about it too.
Very well. We should get going right away.
Let's not waste time.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here, I saw Sigismund horsemen and feared the worst.
Kubienka? What brings you here?
Well, I heard you were having some kind of a feast here, so I came to grab a bit of meat. And I see, instead of that, you have a massacre here.
Well, the real massacre is yet to come if we don't do something fast. We have to get to Kuttenberg. Can we borrow the wagon you arrived on?
But of course. I borrowed it too, if you know what I mean, but,
Could you stop blabbering already? We don't have the time.
Easy, Ingele. And you, sir, if you can, come with us and help us.
All right. But could you please tell me what the fuck is going on?
I'll explain to you on the way. Time is running out.
Are you coming too, Sir John?
Of course.
Let's go then.
Burekata Adonai Eloheinu, melech ha'olam.
It's just one quest after another. Let's keep it going. Get on the wagon. Let me on. I feel like he shouldn't be here, but whatever. We got a lot of loot, by the way.
Perish. Can we go any faster?
Settle down, son. If you must keep your tongue busy, then use it to pray.
Would you tell me what the fuck is going on already?
Sigismund ordered an attack on the Jewish quarter. We need to get everyone out of there fast.
Bloody hell. I just got ailed up so nicely today.
Oh, that is just great. My mother's life is in the hands of a drunkard.
Don't worry. We'll save your mother.
And everyone else too. Don't forget that.
You seem to care an awful lot about these people, sir.
Are you surprised? It's all my fault. If they weren't helping me...
That droid of Sigismund, may his name be erased, would have found some other excuse to get rid of us.
Look, it's not that I don't feel sorry for you, but don't you think maybe we could make the horses go a little faster? At this pace, we won't make it there in a week.
Urge to go faster. Fast travel. Here we go.
We really should pick up the pace.
All right. Schnell. Schnell.
Hey, that saves a lot of time. Look at that route. My goodness. Oh, yeah. We would have been there for a long time. What in the world?
What's the matter? Why are we stopping?
We will walk from here. We cannot drive right into those murderers' arms.
But how do we get into the town then?
We will go through Sheol.
There are many abandoned mine shafts under the town. One of them ends here.
Won't it collapse on our heads?
We'll find out soon enough.
Follow me.
What a blessing it is to have found the passageway.
We follow them. I'm actually over encumbered right now. I guess it's like because those buffs are like wearing off. What I'll do is just drop some of the other things. Like I didn't need to pick up all this. I got kind of greedy, but let's just move it all down. Maybe I should put the helmet on. Nah, probably not right now. I feel like the last few quests have all been like a huge build up to like something right here. That attack was also crazy.
Killed our savior.
What did you just say?
Nothing. I'm just blabbering.
I dare you to say that again. Loud and clear.
You know what, sir? Just ignore me and be glad I'm here. And you up front, pick it up, little kurva. My horse is getting numb.
A follow button is so nice. But yeah, thank you all for supporting the series. I don't know how much more of the game we got left, but I'm enjoying it a lot. The longer it stays around, the better. I feel like we won't get another game like this for a very long time because Like, the story is good, the voice acting's good, everything about it is just, like, really well done, and you don't see it, like, that often, I feel like. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, another grand-scale game like this that has an open world, but also a very strong cast of characters, you know? Besides even just Henry and Hans, you know? Godwin, everybody. Can I, like, go past him? I guess I gotta follow. What about if I just keep going?
Follow me.
I guess I have to. Alright. Okay, him walking faster now that he's in front.
We'll find it quickly. I left a stack of my papers in the tavern. And if they fall into Sigismund's hands, people in other towns will die too.
How can a few pieces of parchment be that important? And what do they contain, anyway?
Nothing very pleasant for the most part. Who hates who? Who could be blackmailed with what? Who's hiding where and why? In short, nothing I can afford to lose. Hopefully everything will be all right at the tavern. My stash is locked away, and Samuel's friends are guarding the place. But who knows what the situation is like in the streets now?
Are you afraid?
Me? Do you have any idea how many times I've had to run from a burning town or deal with a hired assassin?
More than once, I reckon.
A lot more, I can tell you. But I admit, I was afraid every single time. Damn it.
What's the matter?
The door leading up to the tavern is open. Samuel's men wouldn't have left it like this. Somebody else must have got in.
I'll go upstairs and see if anyone is still there.
I hope so. If they took anything from down here, they mustn't get out alive. I'll gather up my things in the meantime. I'll meet you outside the tavern.
I like that this is like where we had that one quest earlier on in the game. Really just like a few videos back, I think. Do I have my... I got a dagger on, okay. Wanted to make sure. Hold on. I have to look right. I did not mean to take all that. It's kind of crazy. It's like I accidentally held it down and now I gotta like redo all this again. 1 second. I was just honestly trying to just move a few things over. Get rid of that. That. Man, these things weigh a lot, don't they? Alright, we're good. And they killed everybody. That is crazy. Let me save my game really quick in case like something weird happens. Is anybody else above us? It's either daylight or a torch. His sword's kind of nice, I ain't gonna lie.
Show what you made
What you got for me? Is it doing that much more damage than my other one? Okay, well. Yeah, if you look at the weapons, like look on the bottom right. Like, watch the numbers go down. 165 is what I was doing for like different ones. Now it's 189. Alright, natural progression, I guess. Rob. there anything else? Man, they took everybody out, man. That's crazy. Wait, what's in here? Always time for thievery. I gotta do it, right? What's she got? I can't not take those. All right, up high is clear. Let's go down one more.
Baruch Hashem, Henry. You're all right.
Sam, you're back already? How does it look outside?
A few of the cutthroats got in over the walls, but we dealt with them. But there are more outside the gate.
4 of them were here in the tavern too.
Fortunately, they didn't take anything important. But your friends paid for it with their lives.
What?
I'm so sorry. If it's any consolation, Henry here has already taken care of those cutthroats.
But they didn't look like they just came to the tavern by chance. Eric must have sent them.
Is your mother all right? Yeah.
What about your mother? Is she all right?
She is, thank God. I told her to get ready, and we would come for her right away.
I'm really sorry about your friends. We got here too late.
There was nothing you could do. Benavis Hamardes. This Eric is really pissing me off. I've never laid eyes on him, yet I cannot wait to wring his neck.
There'll be plenty of time for that later. We have to go now.
I'm sure Mama is waiting for us. We have to take her to the shul.
You go ahead. I'll lock the tavern and block the secret passageway so no one else can get in.
But sir, if any more of them come here,
I can take care of myself. Now go. God be with you.
All right. Follow Samuel. It's crazy being back over here, like everything is just pure chaos, you know?
I have to help him. Bring Ma here.
How do we help? Oh, through here. Here we go. Maybe? Just in case.
Oh, Himmel! What's the matter? Where's Sam?
Don't worry, ma'am. He sent me to take you to him.
Mein Gott! What happened to him?
Nothing. He's out on the street helping the wounded. Let's go now. We're out of time.
Wait! Who are you anyway?
My name is Henry, and I'm a friend of Sam's. I was the one who warned him Sigismund was coming for you.
Thank you. I just hope we can escape before...
Watch out! More are coming! Run to the back. It might be safer there.
What's going on?
Sam, are you all right?
I'm fine, but we will talk when you are safe. Now run!
We have to get to the synagogue. But how?
Through the backyard. Follow me.
All right, follow her.
Watch out! They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! Get rid of them!
Can't deflect. I need to shoot him, actually. Hold on, hold on. Let me take 30 minutes and do this. I'm going to take this off afterwards, by the way. Like, bows and arrows, way easier than this. Plus, aiming is going to be troublesome. I remember it's like a little diagonal spot. All right, I can actually, like, climb up here maybe and hit one of them. Let's see. Can I even aim from here?
I'll be your bloody boat, fucker!
Okay, that actually was right on the guy. They're gonna hit me now while I'm reloading. Can I reload here? Come on, buddy. Wait. Come on. Don't mind me just sitting here for 20 minutes. So I shot it properly. Like right there. The problem is it's like... I got one. Did I get two? It was still like another one. All right.
Somebody help us!
as you didn't live. Can you help them?
Bruno.
I've been waiting for you.
Wait for you too, buddy. Let's go.
God demands it!
Is she good?
I can still feel him dragging.
Alright, she's safe at least. I feel like this game shines when you're kind of just like doing these narrow missions because the storytelling is so good.
We cannot get past the wagon. We have to go this way.
No, wait, get off her.
No, you don't.
What you got for me?
Mummy, are you all right?
I'm fine. But what about you, mein Kind?
I'm still alive. We can talk later. Now, we have to go.
It's crazy everybody here is dead.
Kiss them all down!
Come on!
What the hell?
What is it, fuckers? Rather slaughter women and the defenseless?
Let's go! What's going on up there?
Go inside. Quick. To the fucking task.
I've never been so glad to see you two.
In need of a helping hand, are you?
No, I just don't want to die here alone. There they are. Well, now we're really fucked.
We mustn't get inside. We have to hold them back. For how long, though? As long as we need to.
Oh my goodness.
For glory and carnage, die!
Alright, buddy. Parry battle, I get it. Nice.
Taste my steel!
This is crazy. There's so many enemies. Oh my god, this is gonna be tough. All that armor. It's gotta be timed, right?
Victory or death!
Let's get it.
Nice take!
It's just too distracting. I gotta take this off.
You're not up to the
This is crazy.
Kill the rest!
Stab again! There we go.
Right on the nose! Nice hit!
Getting hit, getting hit.
Useless! In God's name!
or you'll be sorry.
Stamina is shot right now.
Right.
This is stressful.
You're dead. What on?
Show what you're made of.
Buddy. Where are you going?
Come here. Do your work.
Come on! Everyone's inside! Henry, come on! Let's go!
Gott mogen mir.
Let's go. It's this way.
Damn. That was a close shave. I reckon I should go to Samuel's mother and talk to her about Martin. I won't get another chance.
I'm extremely injured, it feels like. Over encumbered still again? Hold on. You know what? It should be fine.
Are you alright?
I'm fine, lad. I thank you for everything.
I know this might not be the best time, but do you think we could talk about Martin?
What? You know my Martin?
I do. He's, well, he's my father.
Bori Hashem.
I mean, not actually by blood, but he raised me.
Mein Sis Kindele. Tell me, how is he?
He died. It's only been a few months.
Oh,
Sigismund burned down my village. Pa went to help Ma and... well, they both died there.
I am sorry to hear that, lad. But that is the Martin I knew. He always put others first. At least you survived. That would make Martin happy.
I'm sorry I don't have better news to give you.
Do not worry about it. I am just sad he died before he could meet Samuel.
Is everything all right?
Yes, do not worry. We were just talking about Martin.
How did you meet Martin? Yeah.
How did you meet Martin, if I may ask?
It was such a long time ago. He wanted to open a blacksmith shop in town. But there was no place among your people, so he tried his luck in our quarter.
And that's where he met you?
The rabbi gathered the good men so they could decide whether we wanted to have a goy blacksmith. And Martin wouldn't stop looking at me all night. Then it went schlag auf schlag.
And what about you? Did you find another man?
No. Never.
Not for a lack of suitors, though.
But we saw them all off pretty quickly. Isn't that right, mein Sohn?
So what happened that made Martin leave you?
My Martin would never leave me. My father found out we were seeing each other and did his best to drive him away. To marry a goy is isur deoreisa. Forbidden. But Martin would not give in, and we kept seeing each other, until one day, I was ubore.
That means pregnant?
Yes. My father knew that if word got out, he would not be able to avoid the shame. So he did not miss a beat and took me out of town in secret. I did not even have time to tell Martin the news. I was gone for almost 4 years. In the meantime, my father told everyone that he had married me off. But my husband died. And he only let me come back when he was sure people had accepted it.
Did Martin not go looking for you when you suddenly disappeared?
People said he did go looking for me, even as far as Colin. But he did not find out anything at all.
If only he had gone all the way to Prague.
Even if he went to the very edge of the world, it would not have been enough. Father would have hidden me somewhere else.
And did you ever go looking for Martin?
I asked around, but no one remembered anything. Or they chose not to. That was probably my father's doing too. And I could not just leave and go looking for him around the world. I had to take care of Samuel. That was the most important thing.
All right. That's about it.
Before you go, tell me, what was Martin like as a father?
Well, he was strict with me, but not too much. Especially in the forge, he worked me hard. I dream about him quite often. About that last day and what he said to me while we were forging a sword together. He said a life of adventure can be over before it begins. And that blacksmithing might be a dull job, but I'll keep my head on my neck.
He was absolutely right.
Well, look at me now.
You saved all our lives. Martin would be proud of you. He raised you well.
I'm sorry to keep you this long, but... well, I never thought I'd have a brother, even if not related by blood.
Well, I did not expect that either. And thank you, my almost brother. If it was not for you, I do not know how today would have ended. What are your plans now?
I'll go back to the Devil's Den. To Zizka and the others. We need to figure out what to do next.
I will see you there then. But first, I have to escort everyone to Colleen. I do not want anything to happen to them on the way.
Everything should be all right now.
Take care of yourselves, dear brother. I will see you this time tomorrow at the Devil's Den.
Have a safe journey.
Sei gesund.
Christ!
All right, game saved. All right. The Lion's Den is the next quest. So what do we actually do from here? Just like fast travel? We can just go back there. Okay, may give me a chance to actually go sell a few things. So what I'll do is I'll stop the video here. But I'm going to tell you all right now, this game is absolutely amazing. One of the best games I think I've covered in a long time. But yeah, love you all, best audience ever. The likes, the views, everything mean a lot to me as well. So love you all. Catch you next time. Take it easy, fam.